Wow, so nice. Oh, hi. Assalamu alaikum and a good day to everybody watching this. Are you interested in books that are both funny and Islamic at the same time? Well, this book might be your pick. May I introduce myself first? Hi, my name is Zara Afriena Binti Zarizambri. I live in Malaysia and study at Sekolah Kebangsaan Alor Gajah 1 in Melaka. This book has about 121 pages. Now, the title of the book that I would like to share to you guys is titled Mission 5 Daily Solat, which is written by Nasri Salam and illustrated by Nasrul Ali. Now, moving on to the story, there is one boy who is 10 years old. His name is Imran. Well, Imran is a very naughty boy because he does not like to pray. In fact, he reveals that he's only prayed 3 times in his whole entire life. The first time was during Eid, second time during Raya, and the third time was during his grandma's janazah. The reason Imran doesn't pray every day is because his parents and teachers don't really care if he doesn't pray because he hasn't hit puberty yet. So, praying is a part of his daily routine. But that all changes when a new ustad named Ustad Azhar comes to his school. Ustad Azhar is a very strict teacher. Of course, Imran doesn't really care because he has a lot of strict teachers. But Ustad Azhar is very different. One day, Ustad Azhar says they all have to do a practical solat with him. Of course, Imran is confused and surprised. So he makes a diary which he calls a doodle book to write about his daily life on how to pray. Of course, Imran writes every single day. In his book, he writes on how he prays and how many times he's prayed every single day. 2 days before the exam, Imran made a plan. But his parents come in and says that today right now they're going to Langkawi. He has to pack his bags right now. Of course, Imran is both shocked and confused. He doesn't know what to pick. Stay at home or go to Langkawi, which is his favorite place, by the way. So, Imran has to pick. Of course, as a young boy, he picks going to Langkawi. After those 2 days, he feels happy and relaxed. But he remembers that he has to go practical salat. Imran is shocked and scared. He hopes he gets a good mark. On the day of the practical salat, Imran waits his turn. On his turn, he tries to pray Zohor, even though he does not know how to pray. He thinks he's done good, but in reality, he's failed. He's the only one who failed. The reason he failed is because he read Doa Kunut twice, he salam twice, and his lafaz was not clear. Imran was shocked, but then he remembered that he used the Romanized version of the Al-Quran. So he has to meet Ustad Azhar every time during recess. Of course, Imran is very angry and sad because that means he has to eat fast. At home, he's devastated and sits in his bed and tries to pray. In reality, Ustad Azhar is actually very nice and patient and teaches him how to salat. But Imran is still a bit mad at Ustaz Azhar. But every single day as he meets Ustaz Azhar, he starts feeling happier and more joyful. One day, Ustaz Azhar says that he's leaving the school. Imran is very, very sad. So he goes to Ustaz Azhar and shakes his hand. But Ustaz Azhar calls him and says, "You're coming with me. I need to tell you something." Of course, Imran follows him. Ustaz Azhar says that he has not passed his practical salat yet. Of course, Imran prays Dhuhr in front of Ustaz Azhar. But Ustaz Azhar says, "I'm sorry, but you passed with flying colors." Of course, Imran is very, very happy. He shakes Ustaz Azhar's hand and tells him that he'd rather give him 1 million ringgit. He's very happy, and it's because Ustaz Azhar always helped him pray every single day. Ustaz Azhar says Ustaz Azhar says he doesn't have to give him 1 million ringgit, but to just read dua for him every single day. In conclusion, this book teaches us how to pray and never give up early, because success doesn't just come to you, you have to go and get it yourself. I highly recommend this book to children who don't like to pray. But remember, you need to pray every single day, because that's the way Allah will love you. But remember, Allah is the most forgiving. Thank you for following me with this adventure. Bye.